What's up, Definians? Hope you guys are doing well. So here's the second part of the series for the Guild Wars patch. In this video, we will cover new upgrades, merging, star map, equipment, and etc. So there's so much that will affect the gameplay, so let's get into it. First one would be upgrading rarities. So there are new tiers. There's now B, S+, SS+, SSS+, and X. It used to be only A through SSS. So this will greatly affect the gameplay. So there's a merging 20% fee deduction going on right now, sale for the next day and a half. So if you guys are still into it, then free to do that. And yeah, for this, I would recommend checking the force trade and seeing the various prices between the different characters before you decide to upgrade your characters to see whether it's worth it or not. Maybe there's another character that you're using as a sacrifice to upgrade your main character, so then you check whether that's selling super cheap, since sometimes people mass sell NFTs, so then they end up pushing the floor down a lot, so then you can take advantage of that and swoop it up and then upgrade your heroes then. Or someone else merged it and then they didn't want the hero that you wanted, so then you buy it for them from cheaper. So would pay attention to the marketplace for that. After that, we have the level limit increase. So it used to be level 40 and now it's level 80 max. And a tip I would have would be that for each of the higher levels from 50, 60, 70, you're able to use even better equipment, which would be really game changing. There's a big drop from 40 to 50 with the extra equipment, moderate drop from to 60 and to 70 and etc. So very big changes. Secondly would be the adventure mode level increase from 12 max to 24. So with the higher levels, you'll be able to gain more EXP, you'll be able to level up faster. So getting through as many levels as possible with maybe like a single OP team first would be beneficial. Then you'll also have more options to obtain scrolls faster. So in order to obtain detection scrolls, you have to fulfill certain requirements, such as fighting 3 Athena Aegis, fighting 3 fire, fighting 20 water, etc. So having more options will be super useful. Then I looked at Aries spreadsheet, which she has created. So shouts to her, and it's going to be very useful. It tracks all the various ones, like which ones have like 3 Prometheus fire, which ones has 2 water, which one has 3 fire, etc. So very useful. Highly recommend checking it out. Next off, we have the star map skill system. So if you awaken the star map, you'll be able to unlock some crazy skills for your best characters. Like I remember my Morgan had plus 18% HP. I saw my Solomon had one where if you kill one enemy, everyone gets 50 energy, so they can just literally hyper skill the next play. So that's freaking crazy. And I've seen other crazy ones too, like plus 10 defense per level. Like that's insane. So a tip I would have would be to do the weekly adventure mission to consistently get nebulite particles to upgrade your character. So every week you'll be able to, I believe you beat like 50 to 70 adventure levels or something, and if you do that, you get 20 particle nebulites, and those are very rare, so would recommend getting those. Next off, for obtaining equipment, first you will have to get them through beating these detection scroll fights, so I would recommend trying to do those from your daily quests, or you can buy them from the in-game marketplace along with other stuff like the nebulite particles and gold particles, mystic potions, which I'll explain later. Or you can use the weapon blueprints to make epic and legendary equipment, so for like the level 60, 70, 80 equipment, etc. Or you can win Guild Wars tournaments where you'll be able to get equipment if you get a lot of the blueprints from, I think, top 8 to number 1, and then if you get number 1, you'll be able to get epic and legendary equipment, I believe. And also Nightmare City 2, you can also obtain equipment there. Alright, next off would be upgrading equipment. So you can strengthen your equipment with gold particles and its variants for base stats. So then you see at the top right, attack bonus 19%. you can change that to 19.5% and etc. So these are very powerful if used correctly. So a tip I would give would be to make sure it makes sense, right? So if you have a character where they have a lot of HP already, then upgrading these equipment with giving you better HP bonuses will make more sense. However, if you have like a 0 defense, then upgrading defense that gives you like plus 5% more defense, but you have 0 defense, that doesn't make as much sense as upgrading your HP instead. Then secondly would be to forge equipment with mystic potions to gain new powerful sub-stat boosters. So we check these like precision, crit damage, attack bonus, hyper skill, etc. Maybe at the beginning it only had precision, but then you use these mystic potions and then you gain crit damage, attack bonus, etc. And from there you can even upgrade these. So the left hand is where you're at, so like 4, and then the right hand, 4.5%, is the max available level you can reach. So I think the thing becomes tricky where maybe, I think since it's random, maybe the precision increases, but the crit damage decreases from one of these. So maybe use like a mystic seal or something to hold on to one of these so that it doesn't change, and then you allow the other one to increase. So there are a bunch of ways you can go about this. But a tip I would have for these would be to do daily quests to get these mystic potions daily so that you can constantly upgrade them and get new skills. And I think a quick fix to get a lot of powerful abilities fast would be to look for equipment that don't have any of these extra ones yet. Maybe it only has one. For example, maybe in the beginning it only had precision, so then you use mystic potions, and then because it saves the abilities even if you say, oh, you don't want to save it after the new skill is unlocked. Once you unlock the new skill, then maybe it says like, oh, minus 5% or something. Then you say no to it, it will still save the skill. So that's a bonus tip right there. So use it, and then even if it minus 5s from it initially unlocking it, then even if you say no, you'll still unlock it. So very nice for that. Then last tip would be the maximum stats bonus. So you get a permanent plus 10% stat bonus if you maximize any stat. So attack, crit, speed, HP, etc. So this is really great for maximizing probably your best squad, the one that you use in PvP arena, the one where you probably split your main OP team into like each of your Guild Wars teams, since there's 5 teams available. Or if you want to go the more OP route where you put them all in one spot, one team in Guild Wars, and then that becomes your go-to team of like smashing everyone if you're like a really big whale or really competitive person where you're trying to max that out and then beat everyone. So yeah, I can't really give much tips there. I have a more slower way of leveling. I prefer to have multiple teams that are medium-ish level. So if you're a whale and super competitive, good luck with that. Let me know if you have any tips for here. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about these, as these can get complicated. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for future tutorials, and let me know if you have any other comments or anything. And we'd love to have you guys join the Defina fam. Feel free to join us in the Discord, Telegram, and excited to have you join us. So talk to you guys soon, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend.